Hello guys, I hope you all are doing well. So today we're going to discuss the Hong Kong PhD fellowship scheme, which is one of the scholarships provided for PhD degree in Hong Kong, in 8 universities of Hong Kong to be exact. So first of all, I'd like to mention or highlight that many students that are looking for scholarships, for PhD scholarships, assistantships, and etc. are more focused on Europe and US. And many universities of Asia, of Australia are being overseen in that case. And that I find a bit unfair because many universities of Asia, and to be exact of Singapore, of Hong Kong, of Japan, of South Korea, are very strong. So with a good degree of the university, of the renowned University of Hong Kong, you can find a better job in Europe or get better educational prospects in US and Europe than with a degree from not renowned and more or less weak University of Europe, I would say. I've seen many engineers both in Switzerland where I lived, or in Germany, or in the UK where I live now, who have degrees from Hong Kong, from Japan, from South Korea and Singapore, and they're working on good positions and their knowledge and skills, they are recognized. Also, there are many PhD students who are coming from Asia, who graduated from good universities of Asia and were able to secure themselves a spot in Europe, in good universities of Switzerland, or in good universities of US or UK. That's why I find it very important to highlight this scholarship, and I myself was a finalist of this scholarship in 2019. The first 3 questions that I would love to start from are:
who is this scholarship for exactly?
So this scholarship is for PhD students only. So if you're looking for a scholarship on a master degree or a bachelor degree, this is not quite the kind of scholarship that you are looking for, and it's only for the PhD students. The scholarship is granted for students from all countries and all nationalities. The second question is
my nationality eligible to apply for the scholarship?
And here I'd love to say that the scholarship is open for people for all nationalities and from all countries. So it doesn't really matter either you're a national of Ireland or you're a national of Nigeria, you're still applicable to apply for this scholarship. It's open for everyone. And the third question is that
what is the quota of the scholarship? So maybe there are only 10 to 20 people and I'm not eligible to apply.
So here I'd love to highlight that this scholarship has 300 places, which I find quite impressive, because if you think about that, of many people applying, if you are able to build a strong profile on your scholarship application, you have quite a high chance of being chosen to study on this scholarship. The next set of questions that interest students a lot is the number of the universities that are eligible for the scholarship. For instance, if you apply to any University of Hong Kong, will you be able to apply for this scholarship? And the answer is no. Only 8 universities of the Hong Kong are participated in this Hong Kong PhD fellowship scheme, and by applying to this scholarship, you must apply to 2 of these 8 universities. And when applying, you have to choose your priority choice, which is relevant when you are accepted for both universities, and then you end up studying in your priority choice university. But this is not bad news, because among these 8 universities are the strongest universities of Hong Kong, and among them is the University of Hong Kong and Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, which are the strongest universities of Hong Kong. And if you look up their campuses in Google, you would be amazed how picturesque and how nice they are. So besides from studying in a good university, in a renowned university, you will also be enjoying the nice campus with ocean views and with forest views of the Southeast Asia. And I find this fascinating. Next question is, of course, money. many students are very interested what they're going to get as PhD students, because as you know, normally around the world, PhD salaries are not that high, except good universities that are able to get higher funding. Normally, PhD students tend to struggle and get lower salaries, but this is not the case for Hong Kong scholarship, I guess. Although Hong Kong has higher level of living than, let's say, Spain or Portugal or Italy, so you normally need more money to stay alive and to live in Hong Kong, the annual stipend for the scholarship is $41,400, which when you divide it by 12 to get your monthly salary, you should get around $3,500. If I'm wrong, calculator can help you here. And which I find quite normal for a PhD scholarship, given that you're not taxed. PhD students are mostly not taxed in many countries, and there are only few countries where you have to pay taxes when you get your PhD scholarship. And also, if you wish to attend research conferences, or based on your research or PhD thesis you have to travel somewhere, the scholarship provides you with annual travel and conference visits allowance, which is $1,730, and it's renewed annually, so every year you have both your scholarship of $41,300 and your annual conference and foreign visits allowance of $1,730. Next, what you like to ask is,
what is the duration of the scholarship?
The duration of the scholarship is 3 years, which implies that you have to finish your PhD degree within 3 years. But you can get a prolongation of your scholarship from the Hong Kong PhD scholarship scheme, but this is considered on a case-by-case basis, so the scholarship commission have to really be sure that your research is important and it's going to finish within 4 years or 5 years, so that they know the exact timeline of your research, and then they can grant you this prolongation. But as I said, this is considered only on case-by-case basis, and there are no guidelines about that on their official website. In addition to this Hong Kong PhD fellowship scheme, you can also apply for the scholarship of the university itself. It's not offered by all universities of this scholarship, but still some of the universities can offer you an additional scholarship when you go to study there. And that's what I did when I was applying for this scholarship. I applied both for Hong Kong PhD fellowship scheme, and by applying to the university, which was the City University of Hong Kong, I was also eligible for their internal scholarship as well, internal scholarship of the Department of Information Systems. So they grant me with a scholarship of $2,000 per month, which would make $24,000 per year. And this would, by summing it up, the scholarship provided by the scholarship scheme and by the university itself, I would have around $5,500 per month, which is very good for a PhD student, not to survive but to live. And that's what I find very nice about Hong Kong and this scholarship overall. Next, what students are very interested in are the criteria based on which the students are chosen. So, university has its own criteria. Of course, the university's department will look at your degrees, will look at if you're fit for the PhD degree at the uni or not. But the scholarship commission will look at 4 main criteria, which are academic excellence, research ability and potential, communication and interpretation skills, and leadership skills. So academic excellence will be really your GPAs or your marks for certain subjects that are concerning the PhD topic you are going to research. The research ability will be evaluated with your previous research involvement in your previous degrees and your research proposals that you submit for the program. The research proposals that you have to submit is not as complex as might be with other scholarships, for example with Swiss Government Excellence Scholarship, but still you have to submit a short essay of your research proposal idea of what you're going to research on your PhD thesis. but it's not compulsory or prefixed. So if you've chosen one research proposal and then when you started your PhD you realize that you want to pursue another topic, that's not a problem, and you can switch after you started your PhD. Communication and interpretation skills as well as leadership skills, they are evaluated on the basis of the essays that you submit for this scholarship, and these are usually the short essays. And in addition to that, when you submit your certificates or proofs of involvement or you mention it in your CV that you have participated in certain extracurricular activities where you led team, or maybe during your part-time or full-time jobs you were a coordinator or a manager or a team leader, this would substitute for leadership skills and of course communication skills. Or if you have been a student, exchange student in a foreign country, or you've been on trainings in foreign country, that would help you to prove your communication skills, because that will prove that you were able to have a contact with people from other countries with international backgrounds, and you have been able to adapt to foreign countries, which is very important when you're applying for a PhD or any other scholarship to study abroad. Adaptability and ability to communicate with people is crucial in that cases. So in the next video we will be discussing the application process for the scholarship on a step-by-step basis, so we cover everything. And thank you very much for watching this video. I'm leaving the official link for the scholarship under the video down below. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section or just send me a quick email. As you know, I am an educational consultant specializing in scholarships and assistantships, so that's why I'm waiting all of you on my online consultations, and I wish you lots of luck in all of your applications. Have a nice day and see you soon!